What's up guys, welcome back. I'm Charles, mXrevival, mXrevival.com, and today I have something awesome in store for you guys, especially if you are an SSR Motorsports SR300 owner. But don't worry, if you're an SR250 or SR450 owner, the same principles will still apply. I have something for everyone. Today we are going to completely change the look of our SR300 with a few key body modifications. Not only do these body modifications look incredible, but literally anyone can do them, and you're really only limited by your own imagination. So if you guys are ready to transform this bike with me, smash the hell out of that like button. Not only do I appreciate it, but it helps tremendously pumping this video through the YouTube algorithm and getting it out to more SR300 owners. Now, as we change body parts in today's video together, I'm actually going to explain why some of you are going to benefit greatly in the reliability department as well. And I know that sounds strange for plastics, but bear with me, I'll explain. And even though the SR300 looks really sharp, it looks really good, it looks really modern, we're actually going to ratchet that up a few notches and make it look even newer. Maybe one of the best things about today's video is that everything I'm about to do is 100% completely bolt-on, no cutting, no weird modifications, nothing like that. Bolted on, ride it. And if you thought I was going to leave you guys hanging today with a simple plastic video and then take off after that, you're absolutely wrong. I am finally going to install the complete full custom SR300 graphics kit, full coverage, awesome looking kit. I know we've been talking about it for a couple months now and it finally came out, so I cannot wait to show it to you guys. Something that's extra cool about this graphics kit is that, as some of you know, the SR300 is modeled after the 2016 CRF line of motocross bikes, although the SR300 itself does have a different front shroud. So we actually had to hand template and create our own die lines for the shroud, which in turn ended up giving us a perfect exact kit, full coverage decal specifically for the SR300 shroud. So I cannot wait to see how this thing looks. And if that wasn't enough for you guys, I have even more tips and tricks you can do on your bikes at home. Alright guys, so one of the first mods we're going to do on the bike today is update the front end. Now I've chosen a 2020 style Honda CRF 450 front fender, same year with the Cypress Stadium front number plate. This tremendously updates the look of the bike up front. You guys know that it's already based off a 2016 model, which is pretty modern, but this updates it even further. One of the things I really love about the Cypress Stadium plate is that it actually does not have any posts it needs to sit on below. It actually just zip ties to your front fork guards. The zip ties are included. You can actually delete your old brake line guide, and the new brake line guide is integrated into the number plate itself. So this looks really factory, really cool. And it's a great way to bring your old bikes up to snuff. You can bring really old bikes up to snuff with these Cypress Stadium plates. As long as your bolt holes on top match, you can usually get away with it. Sometimes, if you have to, you could even make a bracket. For example, this CRF front number plate has two mounting posts where it would mount to the triple clamp. You can make a quick bracket that spanned across both of these if your triple clamps only had a single mounting post in the front. Something like that. You could get this to fit. It wouldn't be a big deal. And like I said, it massively updates the front end of your bike. Alright, so one of the next pieces we're going to swap out are the rear number plates, also in black to match the front number plate. I have this massive crush right now on Stormtrooper looking dirt bikes where everything is white except the number plates are black. I just can't seem to get over it. It is my absolute favorite right now, so this really breaks apart the bike black and white, and I just think it looks so cool. I did go ahead and get 2016 CRF 450R rear number plates, and if you missed our last video where we tested the Pro Circuit pipe on the SR300, I do mention in that video that you can actually purchase from UFO Plastics the set of number plates that is a single pipe only kit. The SR300 comes with number plates that are suited for a dual exhaust, since it's a copy of the CRF 450 or CRF 250. If you went ahead and get the UFO single pipe only plastics, one of the sides is skinny, so it actually fits the bike better and you don't have this big gaping hole where you should have a dual exhaust but don't. So be sure to check out that video. I think you guys are going to love it. The Pro Circuit pipe was awesome, but for now, let's see the next plastic mod. Okay, our last plastic mod on the SR300 today is going to be the fork guards. Now, I love these fork guards. They are the 2019 and up CRF 450 style fork guards, 250 as well. Two main reasons why I love them. One, vent holes in the sides. I think they look so much cooler than the old guards without the holes. It just looks super sharp. They look like they're ready to kill something, and I love that. Reason number two, if you look up top here, you can see that these guards have a very full wraparound style. These actually shroud the entire fork seal where the tire is passing them by as it rotates. And what that does is keep extra debris from smashing your fork seal. So this is exactly what I was talking about earlier when I mentioned reliability just from a plastic swap. The less often you blow your fork seals, the better. I think everyone would agree. So these fork guards are awesome because they look really good. They will bolt right onto your bike, and they offer way better fork seal protection than the regular Honda guards. You guys can of course copy the exact same plastic plastic scheme I'm going to do in today's video. You can also, of course, change the color. Everything I bought, as mentioned already, is from a 2020 CRF 250 or 450, and everything is 100% bolt-on. The bottom of the fender, where the holes are, where they go into the triple clamp, exactly the same. Front number plate, bolts on exactly the same to the top two posts on the triple clamp, and all the bolt holes in the fork guards, exactly the same. I think you see where I'm going, so you already know the number plates will also bolt on exactly the same. So I got to get these plastics on the bike, and once I'm done with that, I can give them a nice scrub and we can go ahead and install our graphics kit. It is finally here. I cannot wait to see it. You ready? Let's go put the stuff on the bike. Alright guys, what do you think of the new graphics kit? I think it is absolutely amazing. I want to hear what you think about it. If you want to check it out for yourself and these body modifications from today, head over to mXrevival.com. I've already got all these things up for you guys on the SSR modifications page. If you guys own SR250s and SR450s, don't worry, we can do something very similar for you. Just use the contact link on the website. Hit me up. I'll help you get through it. Make your bike look amazing. Alright guys, we got some more tips and tricks as promised. First tip for the SR300 owners, guys, you can actually just get 2016 CRF 450R full plastic kit and they will bolt directly to your bike. They will replace your current shrouds and they fit just perfectly. For some of you guys, this is going to be a really great option because buying a plastics kit as a whole where it comes with all the pieces rather than onesie twosie like I'm showing you here today will usually be much more affordable. Maybe 125 bucks for all the plastics you need, and they'll bolt right on as well. This is also a nice leg up when you're looking for graphics. You can just tell your favorite graphics manufacturer, hey, I have a 2016 CRF 450. You won't think twice about anything. They'll have all the die lines and the templates they need, and that just makes things really easy for you guys who have gone to the 2016 plastic. Tip number 2, you guys can actually use an even more protective fork guard if you want. Back in the day, maybe 2007, 2008, KTM and Honda shared the same fork guard bolt pattern where the fork guards actually bolt on to the lower fork lugs. Maybe some of you guys remember these. They were complete wraparound. They had a few diamond cutouts in the back, but what's cool is that they absolutely protect the most amount of real estate on your fork tubes as possible. So for some of you guys, you can actually go ahead and throw those KTM guards on if you're looking for a little more protection. Just remember, when you're talking to a graphics manufacturer, you let him know that you have KTM fork guards. Otherwise, he's going to send you a graphics kit with the decals for Honda fork guards. They're not going to fit. You're going to be pissed off and they're going to have to wait to put them on. So just remember, when you guys are dealing with graphics manufacturers, if you have any special pieces of plastic like I do today, you need to mention that. In my case, that would be, hey, Mr. Graphic Manufacturer, I have a 2016 CRF 450R, except I have a 2020 front Cypress Stadium plate, a 2020 front fender, 2020 CRF style guards, and then I would go ahead and tell them that the rest is stock 2016 CRF 450 for example. Next tip, guys with SR250s and SR450s, there are a couple ways to get your bike styled in. Not as many as the SR300 because it was a copy of a newer Honda. The SR250 and SR450 are copies of the CRF X line, the trail bike line, maybe 2007, 2008 era, that drastically reduces your plastics options for colors. You might be able to find a couple black number plates here and there, but you're not going to be able to find black fenders and all those other things very easily. Usually it's just complete plastics kit, comes without a headlight, and it only comes in red and white like the stock scheme. And that's actually not the end of the world because we can use decals to tie all that in. You could also go ahead and swap the front end like I've done today to modernize the front, and that will also help tremendously. When you pull this all together with decals, you just need to think about it a little bit. What I really love to do, and in my case you may have noticed, all the decals on the bike, if a piece of plastic is black or if a piece of plastic is white, I always match the base decal color to the piece of plastic it's laying on. I really love when the edges of the plastics don't have a big reveal, and matching the base decal color to the plastic piece it sits on really helps with that. So that's a great option if you're an SR250 or SR450 owner, or owner of an older bike that you just can't find plastics for in the first place, or maybe a bike that's hard to find plastics for. You can always pull it off with graphics. As already mentioned, for the SR300 guys, if you want to delete your very bulbous rear number plates and do the single pipe delete kit, head over to the UFO website, get yourself a set of those rear number plates. It will skinny up one side and the other side will wrap around the exhaust pipe nicely. It'll look like a single exhaust bike. Next tip, seat cover. I actually really love the seat cover that comes stock on the SR300. If you wanted to replace it though, again, 2016 CRF 450, reach out to your favorite seat manufacturers. Two of mine are Walker Seats in Boise, Idaho, and the other one is Traction MX back east. Both of those guys can make you a handmade custom seat cover. You would just let them know it's for a 2016 CRF, and then you can go ahead and get a seat cover that matches your decals really well if you really wanted to. For you SR250 and 450 guys, you'd be asking for a CRFX 2008 or 2007 model seat cover, and you'd be fine as well. You can go crazy with the colors. You can match the base color to your plastics like I like to do, add some stripes, whatever you want to do. Those guys make badass products, so either one of them is a really great option. My last two tips, if you guys enjoyed today's video and you want to learn more about installing decals, or maybe you're a little bit intimidated as some people are, they think they're going to ruin them, they think they might get air bubbles, don't worry, you can do it. This video right here will show you everything you need to know about how to lay down your graphics perfectly the first time, and once you do it once, you'll have the confidence to do it again and again. I'll go ahead and link that video in the description below as well. And my last tip, if you guys like what you saw today, I've actually already built this out on the mXrevival website. Everything you saw here today is on the SSR Motorsports mod page on mXrevival.com. I'd love it if you guys had time to check it out. You can even give me feedback if you see any errors or mistakes. And if it's something you're interested in doing to your own SR300, we will hammer it out for you. And I'll go ahead and link that in the description below as well. Alright guys, that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Before we go, I want you to know that the next SSR video I'm going to film is without a doubt the most requested, the most asked for, probably the most important video we can do next for the SR300 guys. I'm finally going to be installing the 2021 Airboot intake manifold and FCR style carburetor. I'll basically be turning my 2020 SR300 into a 2021 SR300, and all this will be done in hopes to help you guys with 2021 models find better settings, have more success with your carburetor, kick the bog out, have your idle stop erratically changing. I get so many complaints about this carburetor and so many of you guys asking me if I have Electron ready for it yet. Don't worry, that's coming too. But before we go ahead and replace the FCR with Electron, we're actually going to have to test the 2021 FCR first. I'm going to crack that carburetor open. I'm going to show you what's inside. I'm going to show you what jets coming in stock, what jets are if you don't know, what an accelerator pump does, all that stuff, so you can get really in tune with your 2021 FCR carburetor. I think it's going to be a great video. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It means the world to me when you guys take time out of your day to hang out with me here on YouTube. So until next time, keep it pinned, and I'll see you soon.